Hello, we are Geeks Assembled, and today it's music night. I'm joined by Kevin and Ethan, and we're talking about an album which was released, was it 2018? October 2018, and it was the group's second album. And up till now, this is their last album. So come on, guys, where's the third album? We are talking Gunship, a British group, and we're talking their second album, of course, Dark All Day. It's known as like a synthwave band. They are the remnants of a group called Fight Star. I don't know if any of you guys here recognise the name Fight Star. It was a group what went on hiatus in 2010. But more famous for having one of the members from Busted in it. Charlie left Busted to join Fight Star. But when this group went on hiatus, Gunship was born with the other members. We've got Alex Westway on vocal and multi-instruments. We've got Dan Haig, multi-instruments, and Alex Gingle on multi-instruments. Three members of the band, and they have several guest vocalists on tracks. So it's an interesting sound, and it's been resurfaced, regurgitated past themes, and there's a lot of groups out there now what are jumping on the bandwagon for this sort of sound. So as we say, we're going to talk Gunship, Dark All Day. So I will just go to these guys here first. I've done my opening spiel. We'll go to Ethan first and see what his first take on this group and album. Then we'll go into where's he going?
Hello. Yeah. Thanks to you, Lee. I didn't discover this band until I think it was last year. And as you know, I love anything to do with the 80s. I was born in the late 80s, so luckily I got a good flavour of all the 80s. I grew up on 80s TV shows, movies, cartoons, comics, music, everything. Thanks to my mum and dad as well. So listening to this, when I first listened to this, oh my God, I thought this is the best modern band I've ever heard. It's modern, but it's old style. It's these cool young guys bringing back a style that's everybody's loving. And they've done such great music videos. They mix everything to do with the 80s, even the early to mid 90s. I think mid 90s as a maximum, but a lot of it, as someone who grew up with all that stuff, I love it. I would probably say they're actually my favorite band right now, my favorite modern band. I could point out like Shinedown as my favorite rock band right now because they're brilliant. There's so many favorite bands, but if I would pick a modern band, it's these guys. These guys are my favorite because they're doing something that's different but familiar, and it's something that a lot of people go, "Oh, that's a bit daring," but bring it. And a lot of people I've spoken to at work, they go, "Oh, I love Gunship. So doing this, I feel like a kid again." I'm like, "Oh." Oh, it's just like the Lost Boys. It's like Blade Runner. It's like Akira. It's like all this and that. It's wonderful, wonderful band. And this album, it's a very dark album. It's like a very dark 80s styled album, but I love dark. It's got very emotional, dark, strong songs to it. And it's definitely probably, yeah. Do you know what? My favorite up-to-date album of anything right now, because it's so beautifully done, and you could see. I could imagine like a character from the 80s with the sleeves rolled up or something. Miami Vice, The Breakfast Club, Stranger Things, Blade Runner, Akira, all sitting at the sunset listening to this music, and it's brilliant. So I feel like a kid again. Hell, I wonder if Skeletor listens to it. Ah, this is nice.
Well, I don't think he liked it. So we'll go to Kevin, see what his opening thoughts on this album was, and where he's heard this group before, or are they brand new to him?
It's brand new.
Yeah.
But even was, spamming my whole Facebook page with it. Gunship there, Gunship over here, listen to it now. I'm like, okay. So I listened to it. You don't gotta have a choice. Yeah. I listened to it today for the first time. It very reminds me of Blade Runner and Stranger Things. And if somebody has played Far Cry Blood Dragon, you can hear also there are influence from that. And the guest stars are very good, I can say. Some songs I'm like, am I still on the same song? I don't have that often, really. I listen to like 22-minute songs of Haken, listen like a prog metal band and a rock band. Like, I know what lengths I can listen to, but sometimes I was like, same song. Still have to get used to it, but I probably will listen it more. Yeah. We can probably all agree that we didn't, watch the music video just for the music of the theme of the title track.
Well, we might get to that in a bit.
Well, yeah, I really enjoyed the album. I'm probably going to listen more to it. So,
Cool.
Can't wait to see those people live if they come here.
Well, to say this was 2018, so they must be doing another album out soon. Must be. I mean, this is their second album. The first album is just as good. I
haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, that's just called Gunship. But it's similar sounding, but say this one's more. I would say this is their second album. The second album Syndrome, and I think they did succeed with it. Because some bands, when they release a second album, it totally skydives.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, but this one, yeah. So there's only 2 albums I'm going to say. This one, I love it. I can't remember who got me onto them. Someone said to me, I can't remember who it was, Gunship, just check them out, and I did. And I thought, wow. As Ethan said, you get all these. If you just sit there or lay back and listen to this music, it flows over you. And you get all these images of back then, as if Miami Vice or Breakfast Club and stuff like that. It's got that feel, and using lines from the movies, like Breakfast Club with the when you grow up, your heart dies. I mean, I only clicked on later on, like it was the line what Ali Sheedy said in the Breakfast Club. And so, because it was in my head, I don't think I know that from somewhere.
It even took me a while because Lee messaged me and said, "Do you know where that's from?" I probably should, but then when he mentioned it, it's one of those things I went,
"No!" But yeah,
take your geek card away. Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's just so the way it's done, the way it's made, it's so professionally made, and the sounding is so professional. But it's so reminiscent of the past, but also very futuristic. And I can understand what Kevin says about you get the images of Blade Runner and stuff like that. Yeah, it's wonderfully done. So what we're going to do? Are we going to talk through the songs if you want to? Or yeah, okay then. So track. Hold on, let me just have a little cough. Track 1, Walking Furies. Ethan, you've made notes. I bet you have, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's again, it's like a slow. It starts off slow, like a good slow opening for the album, and it's got a lot of lyrics that are very sort of futuristic. Psycho Machine, Electric, Computer, Interstellar. So there's a lot of futuristic styles to it, but and I love the style how it's like a guy falling in love, Temptation Girl, which is one of the lines in it, Temptation Girl and stuff, and it's like getting into the drug of love. You're seeing love for the first time and stuff like that, and it is like getting that temptation, like, do I go for her? But yeah, it's a very a very futuristic digital electric song, and
Yeah.
a good opening to a dark album.
Yeah, I totally agree. Kevin, anything else you want to add to that one?
Because I've heard it only the first time, and then going to the other songs. It's a very slow build-up, just like Blade Runner itself. If you compare to it.
Yeah, I agree. It's for the first track. It does slowly build it.
It has a melody to it.
Yeah,
I really like that. It wasn't too slow. It was just like an old 80s song. If they put this in Stranger Things, everybody would probably think it's from the 80s.
Yeah, it would. That's very true.
True. Now, we move on to the second track, the title track of the album, Dark All Day, featuring
Tim Capello
and Indiana. Now, everybody knows who Tim Capello is, don't we, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
They've done some research, so...
He's the famous, the muscle-bound saxophonist in the Lost Boys movie. And if you see the video to this song, he even appears in it animated and also in real life covered in blood. So what do you guys think of Dark All Day?
It's dark.
Anymore.
Yeah, there are some cultural reference, like the Lost Boys are in the lyrics. Something about Indiana. If you have seen the video clip, you know what I mean.
Oh yes.
Now, are we talking about the animated Indiana, or are we talking about the real life Indiana?
Both.
Real life. That's probably the more reality version.
Yeah.
You can't smash a cartoon.
No, the real version. When she starts doing all that movement, damn, it's an anime character come to life. She actually does look like an anime character. She reminds me of a character called that blonde hair. What's her name? Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z. With the blonde hair to here.
Yeah, it's very the animation is very anime, isn't it?
The animation. This was the song that Lee got me into. For me, this is my favorite song on this track. Wow. I was like, oh, wow, this is awesome. And the animation for this, you had everything. I'm not going to go into it because this will take me forever, but you had the villain of the music video, which is clearly Kiefer Sutherland from The Lost Boys. You've got Blade in it. You've got the two boys from The Lost Boys. You've got Ryu from Street Fighter playing the drums. It was brilliant. I was thinking, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then it becomes live action, which was awesome. And because I know The Lost Boys, the saxophone player from the film, is in the music video as well. So when you actually see him, I was like, oh my God, it's him. It's actually him. And I love saxophone. I love the saxophone mixed with rock and 80s stuff. And yeah, this music video and song, wow. Dark, awesome, cool, sexy, amazing.
Was it supposed to be a romantic song because of the saxophone, or?
I don't know. I mean, saxophone doesn't always have to be in a romantic song, I suppose.
Not like Wham.
Yeah, I suppose there's many songs where it's like a fast action thing.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But yeah, no, it is cool. It's a very cool song and
very good track. Yeah.
There's two favorite songs of mine, which is the next one after this. My two favorite songs are Dark All Day and the next one, but this one is just wow, utterly cool and amazing.
Yeah, well, the next track then is we've mentioned it earlier. Track 3 is When You Grow Up, Your Heart Dies. Now, for me personally, this is my favourite song, quickly followed by Dark All Day. But go at you guys, what it called? When You Grow Up, Your Heart Dies. Over to you.
Hasn't happened yet.
I would say, yeah, this one's a real. It is like the title is from the movie, The Breakfast Club, which is one of my favorites. And they do a music video to this, which is one of the best music videos I've ever seen. It has people around the world reenacting 80s movies from like Indiana Jones, E.T., Predator,
Yeah.
and, you know, The Lost Boys, or Ghostbusters as well, and even Die Hard. And it's so cool. All these different people reenacting it around the world. But it's the song, I think it is really about, it's saying, don't let go of that child part of you. Don't let go of that goodness in your heart when you grow up. Because, yeah, when you grow up, your heart dies, but always remember who you are. And remember that you can keep that goodness and fun in you. That's what it's saying. The whole song is saying, keep that fire, be a hero, keep your goodness, don't let the badness get the better of you. Be both a grown up, but be a fun child, and everybody's going to love you.
He's come all philosophical, hasn't he? Jump in any time you want, Kevin. About.
Oh, okay. No, I thought this song was a bit repetitive with the lyrics. If I can say something. Get out. Oh, really? You can't kick me out. Not out of your house, because I'm not really there. I'm on the screen, terrifying your life for the rest of the future. Yeah, but, you know, the song, I still have to listen to it the second time. Maybe I will like it more. But, yeah, it has a message in there. And that's the important part. Because nowadays, pop music is like, how should I put this lightly without cursing words? It's all about love and doing stuff when you're in love, you know. And the basic things about pop music are break up, falling in love, breaking up again, depression, and that's about it.
Well, there's other stuff as well, I suppose.
Well, not where I'm from, because there's also hip hop, and it's garbage.
Yeah, well, we don't talk about them.
Yeah, it's forbidden.
Yeah. For me, it is one of my favourite songs on here. But I also like the spoken words in this. Because you think you're doing it, and you think, oh, that's from a movie. That's from a movie. You know, and it just goes so well together with the message of the song. So yeah, for me, this is numero uno for me, that track. Right, next one is the Drone Racing League. Over to you.
This one's a real fast one. As soon as this started, I thought of the intro, the way it's like, I thought of like a mixture of Blade Runner, but a lot of Miami Vice and Akira. You know, that whole sort of racing in the car thing.
Well, listen to this one, the Drone Racing League. Going back to their original band, Fight Star, there is a lot of similarity sound from Fight Star has moved across into, and this song echoes a lot of their sound. Just we've added a bit more synth and 80s vibe, but it's in the background, and I think, oh yeah, I can see where they've sort of, you know, moved away from that group and come here, but it's still with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and one of the things I love about these guys actually is that the way they write the lyrics. They don't write lyrics like a lot of modern bands do. They're very clever with how they describe things. You know, Enter the Night, Through the Eye of the Storm, The Dark Machine, An Impossible Hero, Hey Starlight. They just write it so well done that you could pick up on the story of the song.
Yeah. You know, the lyrics, when you start reading, you know, because you listen to the lyrics, but once you start, you know, getting the leaflet out and start just reading the lyrics, you know, it is good the way they do it. Totally agree.
And you just get a full story. Like I've always said, an album is a story, and each song is a chapter of a book.
Yeah.
So you get the romantic part, the big fight, or a big chase, loss, big fight with the villain, sort of thing.
I thought this album was a concept album when I saw the titles for it.
Yeah. It might be, I don't know.
Could be, I don't know, yeah.
There's a sequel coming.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like a good follow-up.
the titles on the first album are sort of similar. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
anything
it's a
to add on
special
that one?
song.
What's a special song? The one we're talking about?
No, there's a funny song on there because I've heard it a lot when I was in the car, and that's of course Time After Time. I was like, I know this song from somewhere.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to that one. Shall we move on to the next song?
Yep.
Yeah. What was it? I've lost me. Oh, there we are. Rise the Midnight Girl. Over to you, lot.
Absolutely love this song. This after the two we've just done, Dark All Day and When You Go Over Your Hard Eyes, I absolutely love this one. This one's my other favorite on this one. And as soon as it opens up, I do get vibes of Stranger Things and Blade Runner. Like the slow moments that. And wow, I love this because I can imagine this like the kids from Stranger Things sitting together on a hill talking and the sunset and this tune playing in the background. I love this song. What a beautiful song. And I've been finding myself listening to this one a lot recently as well. And because I think it's like, it's one of those songs when you grow up, you relate to songs more. You go, oh, I know the meaning of that one. But, and it is like about, demons, and you've got a ghost or demon inside you. There's a monster. And you want to be with this woman you love and stuff, or someone you love, and that's where it's saying like, I'll be there one day. I've got to deal with this demon, which is a monster, as the lyrics say. There's a monster and it's got me trapped on the other side. So I've got to go onto this world, fight the demon, which is a part of me, and come back to you in the end.
I mean,
but it's such a great song.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the vocals by Alex Westerway, his voice. On all the tracks and things, he's got an amazing voice.
He really does.
When he sings Monster, just that word, there's a monster. Whoa. It just gets
it. You would think he was a singer from 1984 or 85 or 86, but he nails the singing. He knows how to sing and get the tune and the ambience.
Yeah, that's true.
And I even love how a lot of the songs, the title of the songs are only mentioned once in the song.
Yeah.
So, there's one bit here. Hold your head up high, take a deep breath, open your eyes, rise to Midnight Girl. That's it. That's the only time you hear the title. It's only once. And I love it when songs do that because George Michael has done that. But it's really clever. But it's a very beautiful, emotional song of wanting to get back with someone.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to deal with you've got to deal with the villain.
It's a ballad, something like that.
Yeah.
But then with a dark 80s Stranger Things vibe. And the title also, the Midnight Girl, it reminds me of the Blade Runner 2049 scene, with the purple girl when Ryan, what was his bloody name? Ryan Gosling is, walking by and then you see a purple lady.
Oh, yeah, the big hologram. Yeah. The purple lady kneels down and talks to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant bit. That's a great scene. Yeah, I could see that.
He's like, what are you talking about, Kevin?
Yeah.
I've seen the movie. I know what you're on about, yeah. It's, so what's the next track? Thrasher. Over to you, too.
What do you... I'll let Kevin go first this time.
Oh,
really, as a first-time listener, how dare you? Well, I had more time, but I didn't. So, let me remember this song. It was, the funny thing about this whole album, one song is slower than the other. Sometimes one is faster, a little bit faster. So Treasure is like probably a car song, you could probably call it.
Yeah.
Like a midnight song, if I can honestly remember it quite well. This whole music album, you can probably listen in your car.
Oh, I would.
Drive on the road.
I'm out the window.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good song. It's you know, the funny part is these songs are like 6 minutes long. Some are 9 minutes long.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I like long songs because then you can tell
So
a
do I.
story.
Yeah, I like long songs as well.
Because some songs are in 2 minutes, and I don't know why people are liking them, but you know, there's sometimes, you know, when songs are 2 minutes or less, it's like then they reprise, then they pre-chorus, then they reprise, then re-chorus, and the song is done. So yeah, and there's a lot of to pack on this.
Yeah, this one's a good. Yeah, I agree. This one's a really good long one. It actually, it reminds me of an album called Dangerous Days, which is done by My Chemical Romance, another band I love.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I love My Chemical Romance. I think they're brilliant. And they were one of my favorite bands when I was in college. And Dangerous Days came out when I was at college many years ago. And this song, their album, Dangerous Days, has a very 80s anime vibe to it. So as soon as there's a lot of bits in this which reminded me of it. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. But yeah, it's like it's a good sort of like angry, get ready for battle song to me. That's the vibe I got. You know, like from the depths, from the scars, from everything turning black, the midnight ghosts awoken. So it's got a real sort of battle, fight against the bad guy song to it.
Could probably put it in Highlander, the first one then.
Yeah, it's a real...
The first one and the only one, not the other. Only one except with the TV show and the movie version.
Yeah, but it's like what you said. It's got there's some songs that are slow in this and some that are really fast. And this album's got a good balance. So you've got that slow, fast, slow, maybe slow, fast, fast. So you've got Rise to Midnight Go, which is a nice slow one. Then you've got this one, which sort of picks up the pace a bit.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I like this one a lot as well.
But it's strange that, you know, Kevin said it's one of these ones where you sort of a driving song. And it's got that driving element to it, you know, it drives along. And that's what comes to your mind as soon as you hear this song. So everybody's getting the same feeling on this one.
Yeah. I could sort of picture, I could even picture, say, Crockett, Miami Vice, driving on the streets of Miami in the sunset, Crockett and Tubbs going in to catch all the drug dealers, all the villains and stuff.
Yeah. Brilliant, yeah. Now, next track 7, is one of my favourite ones, Black Blood, Red Kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Featuring Cat Bundy. So, what do you guys make of this one?
Even go first.
All right, I'll go first this time. Very sexy.
Mm.
It does. I'm not going to lie. I actually think this is quite a sexual song.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's definitely a sexual song. As soon as you hear the lyrics, I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, typical me. I was like, oh, I like this one.
What are the lyrics, Ethan?
Yeah.
Is it PG-13?
Yeah. Lay back, keep quiet. Let me twist it a little deeper. You know what? Now I'm getting the image of this. The form. Like, oh! Good. Call it. I'll suck the words from your head. It's very sexual.
It is, yeah.
And needless to say, me and Lee have mentioned this before. And why have I just suddenly got an image of an 80s anime, a certain 80s anime called Legend of the Overfiend?
Because we're sick.
Yeah, that's true. These are very dark times.
Yeah, but you've got to have a good laugh. But yeah, I actually like this song. It's a good mixture of like very sexual, and then it's like romantic 1 minute, isn't it? Because you've got the very sexual part with the lovers, and then you've got the real sort of romantic side where you want this to be a romantic thing, a couple together, and then it's like a bit where it's like, is this going to be a drug that I'm going to get addicted to? As it said, I just saw it. Where was it? I am addiction. I'll drag you right around into a spin. And then it, like, you're thinking you're going to lose it. Is this the right bad thing? And then it picks up again near the end, really sexually again. Like, so I'm guessing the message is you'll get there in the end. So it's a good story of like, don't worry, mate. You found the person you love. You got there in the end. You're together. As the last bit says, which, wow.
I'm glad you're reading the lyrics because I haven't put my glasses on, so I can't see them.
All right, I've got the
I'm not the lyrics. I'm just the fact.
Hold me down and twist me to your tongue. We carry on like animals. Man. Just dive a little deeper until I'm gone. And then the last lines, I'm feeling a little lighter now you're done.
Yeah.
But brilliant. I love songs where they are daring like that, where they will get daring. And it reminds me of George Michael, Prince, or singers from that time, where they would go really sexual and stuff, and the lyrics would go, whoa.
What's weird? Some lyrics that I just got on my PC here is the way I suck the words from yet onto you spill black. I'm like, we don't spill black if I can remember it. Well,
hold on, let me test it.
If it's black, then you should probably go to a doctor.
Yeah.
This is, but you're a vampire.
Yeah, it's vampire. So
brilliant vocals by Kat Von D as well in this.
Oh, beautiful voice.
Yeah, very, very. They know how to pick these guest artists to do the songs. Right, we're moving on now to a very familiar song.
It's bloody ripped, but
yeah.
Because when I first got this and listened to it, I thought they've done a cover version. They've done a damn good cover version. True. It's Time After Time, which was originally a hit in 1984 for Cyndi Lauper.
Was it 3 or 4?
It was 84. It was about January 84.
All right. Okay.
Over to you guys. What do you think to this version of Time After Time?
I really like it. It's very 80s, but then with the Blade Runner, ketchup on it or something like that. If you can call it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. It's what a damn great cover version. I'm pretty sure Cyndi Lauper would be proud with this one. And her, yeah.
Well, I would say they've done a cover version, but they've just not done the same version. They've done their own
spin on.
Yeah.
So you could. What's great is both versions are awesome. So you've got Cyndi Lauper, which is like a real sort of like different type of 80s music, and then this one is like another different type of 80s music. Do you get what I mean? So both harken the 80s style, but this one's like a really great different version compared to Cyndi Lauper's, and this one is just so well done. One of the best cover versions I've ever listened to, because they do their own thing and it fits that time and style perfectly.
True, it is, yeah. I mean, I've always liked this song, when it was originally done.
Yeah, me too. I love the original version.
It's a classic, and they're the way they've done it. It's a modern classic now to me. So yeah, brilliant song. What's the one here now? Honor Among Thieves. Over to you.
Yeah, I don't know why I got a vibe of an anime I love, a certain anime called Lupin the Third, where
you have to go in there.
Yeah, I can imagine Lupin and Fujiko running together in this one. It is like two lovers, honor among thieves. We're both similar, so let's make a run for it. And they're being chased. And again, this is another one that's got great lyrics. Where is it? Where's the bit that I really liked? Until we get there, keep focused, head down and covered in the dust until an ocean size is in between. What a well-written bit. I mean, you already know what it's saying. Let's get out of here before there's a good distance between the cops and us, an ocean size. It's brilliant. What great written lyrics. I actually thought, wow, this is well written. But yeah, this is a great sort of let's make a run for it song.
You don't see that often.
It's so well written. These days. Yeah. That's what I love about these guys. They write stuff so well and so cleverly. They actually sort of go, wow, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's really good.
They probably took their time to record the album.
And that's what I'm thinking. And not a lot of bands do that, where these guys seem to do what a lot of great bands from the 80s did, like Queen or Genesis or Wham, where they took their time to write the lyrics to make it really sounding like it blows your mind and you go, whoa, or like Metallica and Prince and all that. They took their time. It was great. So yeah, this one, it was a really good sort of like two lovers making a run for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a danger in your eyes, you're a predator, a little predator.
Yeah.
Just the way that's sung. I love that.
Yeah, and that's and the bridge. The bridge is like, I could see them coming. They came in force with strength. We wrote the storm at the end of the story. Just remember the honor among thieves. That's probably the title.
Yeah. But it's again another nice one. They're all pretty nice, but it's again another nice one.
You can probably listen listen it a lot and find new things about it. About every song.
It's one of those albums where all the songs you could listen to again, and you could hear little bits and pieces, or pick them off and go, "Oh, hang on, oh, look. oh."
I always in the car like that, like. Oh.
Right. So the next song is Artemis and Parzival, featuring Stella LePage.
You know what I saw when I saw that title? I thought of Ready Player One.
Well, if you've seen the video to this song, it is Ready Player One.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I should probably do a video day today, probably about these songs.
Yeah, there is a video to this song. It's like an animated thing of the Ready Player One thing. So, over to you two. What do you make of this song?
Awesome. And it's an awesome song because, like you guys have said, the music video is brilliant and you would love it, Kevin. It's awesome because it is like Ready Player One and you've got the boy and the girl and both live in these houses and it opens up like Blade Runner because you've got in the year 2044, this and on the brink of destruction and it's like, oh, that's Blade Runner. And it opens up with a tune like Blade Runner when you see the city and the flying cars and the fire. It's so good. And you're like, oh, it's Blade Runner. And then you see the boy who's got like posters of Jaws or He-Man and Optimus Prime. And he's wearing the clothes of Marty McFly from Back to the Future, from the futuristic jacket. And you've got the girl who's got a poster of She-Ra and Barbie or, what were they called? There was a cartoon about this woman band with pink hair.
Oh, some of the gems. What was it? I know what you mean.
Yeah, they had powers or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I can visualize it. Yeah.
Yeah, she had turned her hair pink and like gemstones or something, and that was something I remembered as a kid. And I was like, oh my god, that's that cartoon of the band and they powers. But it's all these little references. I could name them all day, but like I said, we'll be old men by then. And then I noticed that one, and that's a difference.
This is another love song, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
There's a lot of love songs on.
Very good love song.
I mean, I love the way he sings. There's a mountain of fire. I will meet you there. Just that bit, there's a mountain of fire. It's just so catchy.
With glass eyes and digital water. I mean, I keep saying it, but what well-written song.
It's about the movie itself, mostly based on it.
Yeah.
A little bit. Because in the movie they are in a virtual world. And
Yeah,
outside the future is not that good.
and it has those references, and they go into the game, and it turns into like Transformers or Street Fighter or Streets of Rage, and it's brilliant. What was the other one? Double Dragon. All those video games of the past, and Super Mario, and this and that. Brilliant. And it's such a good love song. And at the end, they save the world, and they're both hugging together, and all the digital stuff, like all the stars. It's brilliant.
It's amazing where you can put visuals to a song.
Yeah.
Like the good old days. Right, next, we've only got 3 more songs to go. So here was this one. Symmetrical. Over to you guys. Symmetrical. What do you make of this one?
Let's see.
Well, it's definitely not. Well, it's definitely not about Two-Face.
No.
But yeah, another love song. Again, it's a love song, and this one's more about the tone, the theme of like we're both symmetrical, we're both similar, we both like the same likes, have the same interests, and it's about that romantic thing where you go, oh yeah, you like that, yeah, I like the same as you do. Oh, you like that, you like that. But yeah, again,
the one of the line. Where is it? I'm just trying to find the line. You've got a cocaine heart. You've got bright eyes. You've got a smoking tone. You've got fast lips.
yeah, that one's good. Yeah, it's great. It's I wonder what they were talking about then.
I don't know.
But yeah, again, another one that's just keeping the balance of the album, of the story of it, like up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
This one's just very nice.
Yeah, and also the lyric, as we wait for the sunset to come, you just slip your heels back on, because only you move through the dark symmetrical. It's very well written.
It is. It's a well written album.
It's like Genesis lyrics, What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, Genesis lyrics. Yeah.
Well, you had to say that. He's a fan of Genesis.
I know, but I like them too. So.
Hey.
Right. Last 2. Cyber City. Over to you 2.
Very Blade Runner.
Yep, very Blade Runner. And I actually got visions of the old Transformers cartoon from the 80s, like Cybertron.
Ah.
Cyber City, Cybertron as well. So you got a bit of Blade Runner, Harrison Ford, Optimus Prime, fighting Megatron and Starscream and Bumblebee coming in, like the original 80s style. But again, another sort of dark, fast song.
Yeah, this it's just like the lyrics are very good. It's about when I thought about the song, I was seeing the Blade Runner city. Like with all the holograms
and the lyrics go with it well. Yeah, it's like a very mechanical cyber themed song.
Yeah, I agree with you.
This ain't no machine. It's just a girl. Hey, twisted world, I've discovered a dreamer. Just one look at you'll pull you in. So you've got the whole cold silver, and just loads of references to machine and metal and stuff like that. But
yeah, they have a unique sound. Unique sound, yes.
But yeah, I agree. This one, you just get the image of the Blade Runner-esque feel of it. And
it's sort of like a romantic, or like a dark, romantic run away together. Like I can see in the first film, Deckard and Rachel running off together.
Yeah.
And even I could picture the ending where, what's his mate? The one that speaks all the languages. I know the actor's name, but it's just, the one who makes the origami. The ending of that, like he leaves the unicorn at the end. And then Harrison Ford and Rachel are running off together.
What's his name? I know he used to be the captain in Miami Vice. I know that.
Edward James Olmos.
That's it.
But I couldn't remember his character's name and stuff.
Yeah. And last but not least, last track, Gates of Disorder.
A closing track.
Closing track.
And
Not many
it very reminded me of one other song, but I couldn't come up with it. But it's a very, very recognizable melody.
Yeah.
From the other song.
It sort of does have that. Well, it's funny because this is the shortest written song.
Probably, yeah.
But there's a lot of long instrumental parts.
That's what I like about it.
That sort of like a finale of Stranger Things, like how they end it.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a lot of that, but it's almost like it does close the album up perfectly. And it is like a goodbye sort of thing or a finish off. And the words in this one are bloody good. So bloody good. And it is just like a finish off to a song or we'll meet again, off we go sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, from the first track, Walking Furies, and to the last track, Gates of Disorder, it's two great bookends with a lot of amazing filler in between.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a good way to end the album. Let's say well written, as you said, not many lyrics, but a lot of instrumental music in between.
Yeah.
So
this song connects to the first one.
Yeah. So, because you say it's the closing the gates of disorder. Because you've woken the Furies, now they're closing the gates. So that's the album, guys.
Yes.
I know. The film director John Carpenter is a big fan of these. He's done remixes, and he's done remixes of whatever, and he's sort of done a voiceover on one of their early singles.
Technoir, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Technoir, in the last album.
But you can see John Carpenter's influence because he's a big synthesizer.
Yeah, synth. So you've got like The Thing or Big Trouble in Little China.
Wing. So there's 13 tracks, guys. So we're gonna score it. We're gonna go last. Final say and score. So we'll go to Kevin first. It was going to score it. There's 13 tracks, so we usually go out of 13.
Out of 13.
Yeah.
That's a big challenge.
If you think 7 tracks were brilliant, the rest weren't, you put 7. You make it 7, or like that. It's a different way of doing it. It's a different way of doing it.
Well, for the whole album, I probably give it an 8.
Oh.
Only the song When Your Heart Grows, blah, blah, blah. Your Heart Dies. I still have to listen to it, but I probably maybe will like it more. And with other bands as well.
It's a grower. It is a grower, that one. Ethan.
You already know what it's going to be.
A 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's
right.
It for me. I love every song on this, so it's going to be 13 out of 13.
Oh, for definitely.
All right, it's down to me now, isn't it? Do I like any of them less than any of the others? No, I don't. I know Kevin's new to this one, so I can understand why he said 8. But he may not say 8 in 6 months' time. He may say 11. Some have grown on him because that's what happens. So, yeah, that's what happens with music. I'm giving it a 13 out of 13 because every track on this album is just amazing. It really is. And I do recommend the first album. So if you can check the first album out as well, go for it. So yeah.
The first album is wonderful, but this
Yeah.
album is just
Gunship, Dark Order. Well, download or purchase the physical copy.
just like they did in the 80s.
Yes.
Still got some physical copies of some new CDs, so.
Hey.
Guys, I'd like to thank you for talking Gunship. And, it's something different because we usually do classical, back in the day music. But this is a modern one. So thank you guys for taking your time talking about this album. You guys out there, let us know if you like Gunship, what you think of their music. Leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs down. We're on Twitter and Facebook. We're on YouTube. If you want to join us, just leave a message. We'll try and get you in the group. But if you're on YouTube, ding the bell, and you'll to notify that when we put up videos. We usually put up video maybe 2 or 3 a week, depending how I feel. So until next time, guys, remember, when you grow up, your heart dies.
But
It
always
really
strong.
Bye for now.